Skarloey backed down one evening a few days after his return home. Duncan was the only engine already in the shed. There was an awkward silence for a moment. "Oh, so Duncan, where did you work before here?" "What does it matter to you?" Duncan retorted. "Oh, just curious. I was told you worked in a factory." Duncan sighed. Aye, it wasn't pleasant. The men were always angry and the track wasn't well laid. I always ran rough, even if I couldn't help it. They were always threatening to cut me up. I was always so stressed, Duncan sighed. But Skarloey understood. "Well, we don't scrap engines around here. If they did, I would have been gone long ago," Skarloey chuckled. Duncan felt a little more relaxed around Skarloey, and the two chatted pleasantly for a little bit. However, Duncan quickly stiffened back up when Rusty backed into the shed. Skarloey, sensing trouble, quickly intervened. "Oh, you were saying earlier, Duncan, about how poorly your old line was laid. Oh, well, our line was like that too back in the day. Rusty here has really fixed the rails up. You know, if I couldn't see the old sights and people, I'd think I was on a different railway." Duncan grunted, but Rusty blushed. "Oh, we hoped you would. Mr. U.R. Foreman said, 'Rusty, let's mend the line so well that Skarloey won't know where he is.' And we did. And you didn't, if you take my meaning." Skarloey laughed. "Well, I appreciate the work. I'm glad our passengers get a nice smooth ride now." Yes, but there's one bad bit still, between here and the next station. An engine might come off. Me, you, and Sir Handel and Peter Sam take care, but there's one engine who doesn't. Oh, talking about me now. I'm a plain-speaking engine. I speak it as I find. Speak up and stop whispering in corners. Once Rusty explained about the bad track, Duncan just huffed. He knew me way about. He don't need no smelly diesels telling me what to do. "Never mind, Rusty. You've done a wonderful job," comforted Skarloey. Rusty was hurt by Duncan's comment, and Skarloey felt awkward. No one said anything else until Peter Sam and Sir Handel returned. The next morning, Duncan banged together his passenger train at the station. Rusty had left early, leaving Duncan alone to marshal his train. James cast an unimpressed look over Duncan. "Late again, Duncan? This time it isn't my fault. That smelly diesel left me to get my train all by myself. I thought when I left the factory I wouldn't have to do such things anymore." "You poor engine," sympathized James. "Yes, and to make it worse, he tried to tell me how to stay on the rails." "What cheek! I wouldn't take it from a diesel. I know all about them. One crept into our yard and ordered us about, but I soon sent him packing." Duncan was inspired by James's words. He didn't know that James liked to embellish the truth. "Send him packing! Send him packing!" Duncan chanted for the rest of the day. The other engines were outraged, but Duncan's driver was relieved. It seemed to be keeping him out of trouble. This protection lasted all day until the very last train down.
Deep down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens, there stood a log cabin made of earth and wood, where lived a country boy named Johnny B. Good, who never ever learned to read or write so well, but he could play a guitar just like a ringing a bell.
Silly old diesel, I'm so clever. Soon, the train neared the bad bit of track. "Steady, boy," his driver called. Duncan paid no mind. He rocked one way, he rolled another, and then... Sleepers and ballast, I'm off! And he was. I warned him, I told him, didn't I? But all he did was call me names. Mr. Hugh turned the handle over and over, but Rusty didn't move. No, Mr. Hugh, I'm sorry to disoblige, but I won't help that Duncan. Rusty, this is no time to play around, said Skarloey severely. The passengers are in more trouble than Duncan. What are they gonna do? Oh, I had forgotten about them, Rusty said abashed. We must help the passengers. Rusty soon grabbed the crane and some workmen. Duncan had banged into a large boulder. His frame was cracked and his buffer beam needed extensive repairs. Rusty helped clean up the mess without saying a single word. Duncan was whisked away to the works the next day. It took a week to fix him, but he had a lot to think about. When he returned, Duncan found Rusty. I'm glad to see you're feeling better. Oh, yes, Rusty, I need to tell you something. Thank you for helping me. I was very rude, and you still helped me out. Think nothing of it. Skarloey would have, if all diesels were like you, this world would be a much sweeter place. Let's be friends. It suits me, smiled Rusty. Duncan has fully relaxed into his role on the little railway. He takes much better care, but he is still blunt and ill-tempered, for that's just the sort of engine he is. But the other engines are happy to include him as one of the little family.